defense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Marsh. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Grab near the marker, it's Klein. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Marsh.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Snags it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. No, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in, it's Morgan. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead, now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the tight end. Fired in there, but incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Wide open downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to run.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game, And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. This crowd knows when to bring it. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before.
Touchdown, USC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency.
Makes the grab on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take another shot here. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Just keep slinging it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Marsh. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the two. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Complete to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football, and he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Grab near the sticks. It's McCulley. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we
some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Back to pass, it's Sims. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And back to the air on second down. The sure hands, it's McClain. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Makes the grab. It's McClain. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got his man on the right. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Sims. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
And the Vols backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to buy time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. Bounced off his feet.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Bringing the heat. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They boot it away on 4th down. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Handoff from the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's caught inside the 30. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Grabs it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. It's complete. Touchdown Volunteers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he puts through the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air. It's Sims. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Finds a crease at the 20. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up fourth and long.
Punt is on its way. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Got out of trouble and throws. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wants to go up top on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle.
There he goes. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Pulls it in, it's McClain. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sims. Time to take a shot. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Push down for the tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Finding open areas. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Staley. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown ball. And they turn it into a defensive score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Moss. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Got a man, it's Tyson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's McClain. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. He's in open space downfield. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
How about that critical moment in the 4th quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
He's got it all right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they're not on the same page there. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Vols decide to punt it away. Makes a catch at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Under fire. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A strike downfield. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.